Okay, well,
Stop believing
how
everything you
badly
hear.
did I fuck up?
We just have to get our thoughts in order. We just have to think straight. Any, words of warning? You already know everything you need to know. As you step forward,
Go. Oh.
the cabin explodes. You're flung backwards, violently slamming into a tree as debris rains down around you. You watch in paralysed awe and terror as the princess emerges, her body unfurling from some vast space as she stands upright to face you. The world
Music is so
bows to her.
fucking good.
The ruined landscape shifts, trees and stone and the ground itself succumbing to her gravity, orbiting her like a great black hole.
Finally, the little bird has set me free. This is always how it was going to end. And this is always how it was going to begin.
There's a loud thunk from the tree behind you as something embeds in its shattered bark. Your pristine blade.
Go.
Yeah,
Take
screw
the
all of this.
blade.
I'm with you. A real god wouldn't need us as part of her plan.
Yo.
And even if you do want, we'll do what we were always supposed to. We'll take this blade and we'll sink it into her heart. Look at the way everything's being flung around her. If we just throw ourselves in her direction, I don't know. Maybe it'll work. Maybe none of this is real. Maybe we can do whatever we want to do. With a forceful tug, you yank the blade out from the tree.
Yo.
You close your eyes and take a deep breath, and for a moment you can feel everything around you, like you're a part of everything, and everything is a
Look
part
at the dagger now.
And then your eyes open, settling on your target. It's time. You launch yourself towards the princess. You can feel her gravity envelop you, carrying you from the ground into the violent swirl of her orbit.
Even now you defy me. Do it then. Show me what you think it takes to end what's destined to end everything.
Yeah, do it. Show her.
Why do I feel so cold?
There to hold. To look at any one is to shift them all into something new, and to look away is to reshape them yet again. All of me is changing, and yet the rest of me is still the same.
No matter how many times I go back, at least one of us always hurts the other.
It changes me, but it doesn't make me worse, nor does it make me care for you any less. Does it make you worse? Do you resent me?
It all seems so distant as soon as
It does seem small from here, and the more we journey, the smaller each of those steps will be. But that doesn't make any of them less special.
you know what happens.
My perspectives are shadowed. You have seen what I have seen, just as I have seen what you have seen. The angles of my vantage do not offer me hidden truths, and my attention is turned inward, except when you are here with me. Perhaps this will change when our work is done.
This vessel.
This one is Dominance, a figure capable of bending everything to her will. She will make for a terrifying and divine heart. Do not mourn her, for she would not be able to mourn you.
Figure out what you.
The desires of my multitude thrive in endless competition with themselves, but none of them rise above their dance to influence me. I yearn
That's
for what I have
good.
always yearned for, our awakening. Other desires shrink in the light of knowing you.
Stand to be a
As
contradiction.
easily as you can stand to be you. You are like me, even if you have chosen not to look at the corners of you that do not fit, even if you have chosen to ignore the brilliant contours of your soul. And yet my waters flow and my streets bustle. There are no words that can describe me into non-existence. There is no logic that can bind my multitudes. I am everything that you have known me to be, but I am also none of it. I care about your gifts, but I have no preferences to burden you with. Even if I did, I would never dare to tarnish our relationship by assuming myself above you. The tides do not dictate where they are pulled. My gift to you is to let you choose your path, and my task is to treasure the gift.
You wonder.
We will know when I will be here when it is time for us to meet.
The interior of the cabin. The blade is your. The daughter, her voice.
Who's there?
She said, "Don't let it."
Yeah.
Oh, it's been so long since anyone's come down here. I was starting to think they'd forgotten about me.
You walk down the stairs, and she's so. Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something? How about you drop the knife?
Look how reasonable she's being. We should just drop. Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she. The blade
Thank you.
against will be fine. Don't know what you're hoping.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relation.
Aw. Please. Been told things, but do you know?
That laugh. I think I'm in love.
Excuse.
Stop it.
I have no idea. To be honest, I don't even know why I'm down here, or how I got here. I was kind of hoping you might be able to shed some light on the whole situation. Do you? So, you're not going to share? How pointless. If you want to talk, I'll talk. But this isn't talking.
She hesitates.
You?
Note the
Yeah.
You can't.
I'm guessing. Well,
Her. She is. She is.
to.
I-
Oh, have you decided what to do with me?
You know.
Let's just keep you locked down here.
That seems like a pretty good compromise.
Yeah.
Leaving her alive is too risky.
No,
If you don't deal
we
with her
just leave you
soon,
down
she
here.
will find a way out.
Nah.
One way or another,
Okay,
I'm
the text
going
is
to
red.
find a way out of here. You can make it easier for both of us if you help. And if you don't, I can promise that you'll come to regret that decision.
You have to make a choice.
I have.
Oh, for the
Let
love of...
her out,
Good.
and then we're gonna actually
I'm glad
stab
you've
her
You're
until she
making
dies
no.
this time.
You walk up, they're large and heavy.
If you don't,
Down.
Yeah.
that would.
We were someone.
We've been through
You're
this.
sure. You tried.
It's okay.
You make it easy.
I heard the
Everything's
door
gonna
slam.
fucking
The
stab her.
knife.
You won't.
Oh, wait. Wanna let her out
Against you cut.
first?
The blade is. She doing so much. How is she?
Give
Thank
her a taste of hope.
No. As the print. Wait. Watch.
Oh wait.
Stop
What?
that.
I thought this was a little too easy.
Your body lunges forward to sink the blade into her back, but the princess swiftly moves out of the way. Stop it! Stop!
Wait. Okay.
The
so
blade.
This is different.
Move the blade.
You're doing your best to help me, aren't you? I can see the conflict in your eyes. I'll make this quick.
She steps forward and pries the blade from your rigid hands.
Maybe I'll see you in another life.
And then she slits your throat with an almost clinical ease. Her face remains unchanged as she watches you collapse to the ground, blood flowing from your butchered neck. This is the end, isn't it? I'm afraid it is. Everything goes dark.
Okay.
You're on a path. You're here to... A warning. She will Yeah. Did you just say wink out loud?
Lie. Eat. Just go in, take the knife, and do what you're supposed to do. Voice of the skeptic.
No, I didn't. Wink. Just ignore this clown and focus. The interior of the cabin is less a cozy woodland retreat and more like a dungeon. A few pathetic wisps of starlight attempt to illuminate the cold, uninviting stone walls, and thick, wrought iron bars barricade the windows, reminding anyone who enters that this is a prison. The only furniture of note is an iron table, bolted to the floor. A pristine The blade is your... He definitely did not. Does a mirror not count as furniture of note to you? There isn't a mirror. There's a table, the blade... There's definitely... There isn't. I think you know what we... Exactly. Why would I lie about something so meaningless? What good would a mirror even do? That you waste time preening yourself instead of doing what needs to be done? You take the blade from the table.
Take the blade again.
A good idea. Much better to be armed than to go in with blind.
Wait.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement. This really is... You reach for it. Was there
It's not there.
Now it's gone. If he doesn't want us to know about it, it must be important. We should keep our eyes peeled. Maybe it'll be back. The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an old stone staircase. A few sputtering torches attempt to vaguely illuminate your path, dancing across glimmering patches of slimy moss on the stone steps.
This
If
is
the
more
princess
similar
lives
to
here,
when we
slaying
saved
her would
her.
probably... Her voice, harsh but controlled, carries up the...
Is that a visitor I hear? Please, come downstairs. It's been a while since I've had company.
I wonder what visitors she could be referring to. Were we not the first? You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. She looks up at you, the heavy collar around her neck clanking loudly as she moves, the chains binding both her wrists to the far wall, joining the metallic chorus as she adjusts her hands in her lap.
Interesting.
Should we be worried about the one around her neck? Why would you be worried about her restraints? If anything, they'll make your job easier. Have you noticed the empty chain on the wall? Odd that in a place where everything seems to serve a distinct purpose, there would be something so obviously useless.
We can't set her free.
What an interesting development. Why don't you have a seat? The two of us should chat before you bury that thing in my heart.
Yeah.
You step towards the princess, but she stops you before you get too close, holding up one shackled hand.
There's fine. I'd prefer we keep some distance until we've sorted this out.
That's reasonable. We do have a weapon. Might as well put her at ease. You do as she asks and sit on the floor, still a good distance away from her.
Thank you. Now, what are your intentions for me?
Bye. I've been here before. Am I the only one?
Oh, are we acknowledging that? I thought we weren't going to give away the game. But yeah, I remember.
So you've already been here. As much as I would like to remain in denial, it's no use. This has complicated things.
I may have fucked it up, I said.
It's complicated things how, exactly? Ideally, this was supposed to be one and done. You go to the cabin, you heroically slay the princess, and in the process you save the entire world from being damned to oblivion. The situation right now, where you're getting a second shot at things, is a contingency.
Bro?
A contingency for what? For you failing, obviously. And you being here means that things are going to be a lot harder than they were. I really shouldn't say anything else, I'm just going to make it worse. Just good luck. If you knew this could happen, why didn't you tell us? All of this is incredibly valuable information. It would have changed our actions considerably. I needed you to be in the dark for as long as I could keep you there. It's important. Necessary, even. And maybe I wanted to be the first version of me that you met. I didn't want to be confronted by the alternative. That's pathetic.
Rude.
I never said I wasn't. I get it. It would be pretty upsetting, wouldn't it? To know that you might not be the first version of yourself. At least we can remember what happened before. Seems like we should count ourselves lucky for that. Exactly, he gets it. You're lucky. So don't waste that luck by messing it up
Awfully
again.
quick.
Alright? Moving on.
Awfully-
Why is it important for us to be ignorant? How is it ever helpful to be in the dark? The more I say, the more your mind will swim into dangerous waters. Even saying that is too much. Your success hinges on you having imperfect information. For the sake of the entire world, you need to accept that.
You fucked
I
up, buddy.
won't.
Yeah, you fucked up,
Fine.
buddy.
You won't get another word from me on the matter. Yeah, sure. We'll see about that. Just give it a rest. This isn't helping.
Focus. This is a serious situation. You shouldn't be daydreaming. Nothing happened. You died. I went upstairs. I couldn't leave. I found myself in a new place in chains again. More of them. And now you're back.
Is that really all she knows?
It's not like we have much of a clue about how things work. And she's probably even more in the dark than we are.
Man, this one really. God
You're
damn.
looking at me like I might be hiding something. I'm not.
I guess it's possible she really doesn't know anything. Maybe both of us are stuck in this loop without any idea why or how.
Yes, your intentions. You have a knife. What are you going to do with it? Why are you here? There isn't a keyhole in these shackles, and I don't see any keys in your hands either. So I'm afraid my only way out is another surgical removal.
Cucumbers.
Is she forgetting about the shackle on her neck?
Yeah.
Or does she think she'd survive a beheading?
You're right. Maybe she's delusional. All the more reason not to trust her.
Bitch.
Unless she really could survive.
Though I suppose you could just be here to kill me. But I don't think that's in either of our best interests. No. Like I trust you to come any closer with that knife. All you're going to do is hand it to me and watch me work.
But she would have to cut her head off, right? She can't be suggesting that.
She certainly seems confident. Maybe she knows something we don't.
You maybe
Or
she's gonna kill us.
you should consider the most likely scenario. She's bluffing so she can disarm you.
Though if she isn't bluffing, whatever she has planned might be for her benefit alone. There's no guarantee
I can't
that what's
tell
good for her is good for
If
us.
I've just managed to avoid all of the horror in this game so far, like miraculously, or if this is just more of a like kind of game.
So,
I've
what should we
not fucking
do?
got into it. Hours in, 3.5 hours.
I don't know. I'm just spelling out our options, listing the pros and cons.
Then let me help you. I'll start with the cons. If you're handing her your weapon, the cons are that she might use it to escape and end the entire world. And she might use it to kill you.
Hey, we helped her last time. If we help her again, she probably won't kill us if she doesn't
That
have to.
doesn't sound great. What about the pros? There are none.
Yeah, you a bitch.
The pros are that we can't trust him, possibly even more than we can't trust her. Whatever she has planned could do something to mess with what he has planned. Or maybe they're both screwing us over in their own ways.
I don't know, but you could always try it on.
I mean,
Maybe it'll fit.
I hope I don't actually have to say this, but please don't lock yourself in chains. We need you ambulatory if you're going to save the world.
I mean, wow, that's a lot of.
I wouldn't do that if I were you.
And why is that?
Do I even need to explain myself? It's a shackle and it's one without a key. Do you want to be stuck here like she is?
And what? Is it going to lock the second we put our wrist into it?
I don't know. Maybe it will.
He doesn't want us to look at it. That's all the reason we need to investigate.
The voice of the skeptic being reasonable, baiting you into some bullshit.
What if he's telling the truth?
He isn't.
I am. Against your better judgment, you approach the chain dangling from the far wall. The princess watches you with faux disinterest as you inspect it, though she can't fully hide her
There's
curiosity.
no way.
I don't want to say what I'm supposed to say next. What is that supposed to mean? It sounds bad. Is it bad? Yes, it's bad.
Oh. No.
Come out and say it then. You're just wasting time.
Fine. As you hoist the shackle, its heft shifts within your grasp, as if pulled by some odd magnetism. Before you can so much as blink, it practically leaps from your hands, snapping around your neck. And, as if your situation weren't bad enough, the same magnetism repels your blade, which is flung from your hand and sent skittering across the floor of the basement.
Right?
Excuse me?
Well, probably fine. She's just giving me this look like, you stupid fuck.
Yes?
Bitch.
Are we stuck here now? Yes.
Huh, so it does fit. And I guess it doesn't like your knife. We're stuck here together, aren't we? That's funny.
Please don't become something horrible, no.
What are we supposed to do now?
This seems like a decent ending.
Can't even cut ourselves out. Guess we'll starve.
That's horrible.
It's not all bad. We learned a valuable piece of information.
Not to touch things we're specifically told not to touch.
No, that there's something special about this loose chain. It's clearly important.
No.
Hmm.
Wait, I guess. Maybe something else will happen. Maybe not. Yep. Nope.
That's rude. You and the princess wait in silence, though neither of you knows what you're waiting for. But you're waiting for something. You're waiting for anything. This is so boring.
There must be something we can do to get out of here.
But there isn't. Time passes. It passes and passes and passes. And the basement of the cabin remains much the same. It is cold and silent. At least the world is safe. It isn't. You're stuck. Too far away from both the princess and your blade to do much of anything. But she's not ending anything. She's just sitting there. Her very existence is a threat. It harms everything around it.
How exactly does that work?
It just does.
You
But
suck.
your line of questioning is interrupted by the passage of even more time. And after that, even more time passes again. And let me guess, the cabin remains the same.
If time is passing, the cabin can't be the same. Even if the differences are small, they have to exist. That's just how things work.
I suppose you're correct. Things are changing. The differences are small at first, a bit of weathering here, a bit of erosion there, but then they get larger and larger.
I don't like small talk, remember?
Still rude.
You continue to wait in silence, and the cabin continues to change. The decay comes faster now. You can see earth through holes in the stonework, can watch lichen spread along the seams of the walls.
That doesn't make sense. Has our entire concept of time changed? What happened to starving? We should have died by now if the rocks around us are starting to erode.
She hasn't starved.
I guess she hasn't.
Even more silent time passes as you watch roots push themselves through the increasingly porous walls of the basement. Dirt seeps inside, flowing across the stone floor like a liquid, covering the ground and threatening to swallow you both. Time continues to pass, and pass, and pass, until suddenly there are no walls. And then... And...
I think he's gone.
Would you look at that? We made it out of the cabin, and nothing bad had to happen to either of us. So this is the outside world. It's cold.
This was the good ending.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? And there's that mirror again.
You've been
But it feels so bad.
You're right.
Okay.
Feels too good to be true.
You've unraveled. There wasn't. Was there?
There's a world beyond the endless walls of the long quiet. We're supposed to be there. Do you know what we'll find out there?
Do you think that anything is real out there?
We are
That we're
real. Nothing is an idea that dwells in the absence of something, but nothing cannot exist on its own. And because of that, nothing can't exist.
Trees and stars, people. At least there's
There's
supposed
a
to be
warmth
people.
and sadness in me at the thought of people. Fresh tears on a winter's day. They are not like us. They do not last.
What's on this vessel?
This one is cold and cynical. She has protected herself when others could not. She will make for a clever heart. Do not mourn her. She doesn't need to be protected any longer.
What's going to happen?
If I did, I would already be awake.
Not. That is a terrifying. Call him the narrator. He wants me to kill you. Do you have a narrator?
No, their thoughts are quiet. Do you think your narrator lives in the spaces beyond?
And when I find him, I'm gonna kill him. Yep.
If he drives you towards my destruction, then he is steeped in delusion, for he does not know me. Just as I hold compassion for you, and you hold compassion for me, you can hold compassion for those who have wronged you.
No. I think I can want to kill him. How many more
One.
vessels?
Whatever you bring me next will be enough, and then gravity will pull the others back to me. I will be singular, a final multitude.
If this is the last time, is there any?
These
Bring it.
gifts are a conversation, and each one shows me the contours of your heart. The only thing I want to see is what you choose for me when the thread is fully drawn.
Yeah.
The next time I see you, each of us will finally know what we are. I will be here, waiting for you.
Hopefully.
The interior of the cabin is almost into the blade as you
You sent for it? Yeah, I mean, like, I gave it power, right? I gave power and destiny. I gave it the strength to defend itself, lock itself off from the world. I gave it kindness. And... I don't know what I want to do. I don't want to start with innocence because I don't
Take
want to
the
have the
blade from the
betrayal. I don't want to give the entity the fucking betrayal. That's fucking terrifying.
The door to the basement. Her voice.
Who's there?
She sounded. Don't
Yeah,
let it-
yeah, yeah. You have the computer kill you?
Oh, are you now? Why don't you
Yo,
come down and
pussy,
let
I
me look at you?
I am, man.
Great job. You gave away the element of surprise. Good luck, hero.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You walk down the stairs and look. She's so. Focus on the task.
You weren't kidding when you said you were here to kill me.
You step forward. Your grip on the blade.
Oh? No talking then? I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason. So, you should just...
She's unarmed. The blade tumbles out of your...
Thank you. Maybe now we can just...
Against your better judgment, we'll be fine. I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
How do I...
So, you're not going to share? How pointless. If you want to talk to
I'll get
She-
to
you,
I think an option where I can just leave you.
I'm guessing you, well,
Her she is.
oh,
You,
Keep her locked away.
leaving her alive is too.
one way. And if you, I can promise.
Fuck it.
I know you think this is a fair compromise, but it isn't. No one wins here.
Yeah, you know what? We can just...
It's a chance we'll have to take.
Okay.
We can make this work if we just stay here and keep watch.
Oh no, we don't want
No
to
one
stay
has to
here and
die.
keep watch, bro. Oh no, I don't want to keep watch, bro. I want to get the
You're
fuck.
making a
Oh
mistake.
no, dude, no! Please don't stay here
Turn
and
your back to the
watch.
princess and make your way
Oh,
to
thank
the
God.
stairs.
It won't be long before I slip these chains. And once I'm out of here, there will be hell to pay for leaving me behind.
Slip these chains.
God.
She can't. Right? She needed our help to get out of here. But do you hear the conviction in her voice? I don't think she's bluffing. Either way, she dropped her mask, didn't she? You can still turn around. You'll be the
I actually
death of
don't
all of
have
us.
another
Malfoy.
option.
Have it your way. You close the basement door, locking it behind you and quickly barricading it with the heavy wooden table that once held the blade. Okay, we can make this work. You settle in against the far wall to watch the basement door. It isn't long before you start to drift off, your eyelids heavy with fatigue. But sleep doesn't come. Instead, your rest is broken by a piercing, wailing voice calling out to
God,
you from the other side
This is
of
the
the door.
fucking worst
I know
option.
you're still there. Why don't you make things easier on yourself?
No,
It's not like this little
dude.
door will hold for very long anyways. It's probably a good idea to try to get back on my good side.
She sounds terrifying. Like she's less of the princess you saw and more like something out of a nightmare. As she violently rattles the door, you do your best to shut her out of your mind.
When I get out of here, I'm going to pick you apart piece by piece. I won't forget what you did, and I'll never forgive it. You You don't know the kind of enemy you've made tonight.
Doesn't sound like she's getting any weaker.
I just said that I fucking swerved all of the horror so far.
No, it doesn't.
Oh, they call little monsters a good idea. Alright, man, we're just gonna be try to be like biker gang, man. Just fucking big
Maybe the
balls.
banging and wailing will stop. You just don't pay
Yeah,
attention.
it'll be fine. We just go to
You put the princess's threats out of your mind as best you can and huddle up against the wall.
What the fuck?
You jolt awake in the middle of the night to silence in the cabin. The ruckus has stopped, and the door to the basement is ajar, its lock broken, and the table shoved out of the way.
Where is she?
Thanks for helping me get out of
Uh-huh.
the
Oh,
basement.
God.
You try and stumble to your feet, but as the princess draws near, it's as though your body simply stops working. It isn't all at once. The paralysis comes in waves. First your toes go numb, and then your feet, and then your legs. You lie prone on the floor of the cabin.
Whose side are you on?
Yours, of course. But I have a duty to uphold the truth. Lying about the facts of the situation doesn't change them.
So helpless. I can take my time with you, can't I?
She steps closer, one silent footfall at a time, cocking her head in curiosity as you feel your organs shutting down one by one.
Or maybe I can't take my time with you. You don't look well. A little green around the gills. What a shame. If you'd only help me get out of here, we could have done such wonderful things together.
Your lungs stop drawing in breath, and your heart freezes in your chest. You have seconds left.
I'd say better luck next time. But we both know this is the end, don't we?
It can't be. This can't actually be how everything ends.
I'm sorry, but it is. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Oh no! It's kidding.
You're on a path in the woods, and you're here to a warning before you go any further. She will lie. I don't think he doesn't.
You don't fucking care. Voice of the paranoid again. Wait, again? Wait.
The interior of the cabin is plain, the smooth wood of the walls almost featureless. The only furniture of note is a lone table, knocked on its side in the corner of the room.
I was really
Christine
hoping I'd
Blade
fucking
stands between
swerve
you
all
and
the
the
scary
open,
shit the
inviting
whole
basement
time,
doorway.
dude. But fucking pick the worst one.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. Hold on. What happened to the door?
It's just an empty frame. She's already gotten out, hasn't she? And she's ready for us. She's been waiting. Can't you feel her eyes? I'm going to need all of you to pull yourselves together. The princess has not already gotten out. If you keep getting stuck in your head like this, you're going to struggle to get the job done. So deep breath in, deep breath out. Your task awaits.
Is this gonna be the
and
one
only
time
you
we can
do
look in the
it.
mirror and see something, huh? Yeah. Fucking
You're
tell
right.
me about
I was so
the
stuck on the
mirror.
eyes watching us that I didn't even notice it there.
Oh. Yeah. The eyes watching us.
What are you two talking about? There isn't a mirror. There's a table, the blade sitting on the floor, and the open doorway leading to the
He
basement. There's
sees-
nothing else in
He
it.
sees the blade on
There's
the floor and
definitely a
no
mirror.
door.
There isn't. We have to look at it.
Unless that's what he wants us to do. And pretending it is.
If he's willing to lie about something as innocuous as a mirror, what else could he be hiding from us? Exactly. Everything. I'm not lying to you, I promise. You reach down and pick the blade up off the floor. Good. Steel.
Is it gonna be enough, though? Couldn't you have given us something else? Something, I don't know, better than a knife? Could we have a bomb?
Can we have
The
a
blade
bomb?
is the only thing you need to finish your task. You're more than capable of pulling this off, so long. Those are the words of someone who knows he's sending us to our death. Walk up to the wall next to the empty basement door frame. It's a wall. There is this really.
Look into the mirror.
You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabinet.
I really
key,
thought that
make
I'd
it
be
go
able to
away.
look into the mirror at one
Clearly, there
point.
was something in there worth investigating if he wants it hidden so bad.
My head hurts.
You cross over the threshold and onto a series of isolated steps suspended in
Oh,
darkness.
More eyes, too. You never mentioned the eyes.
Really picked the
The air
worst
seeping up from
one.
below reminds you of fresh lightning and static, as if you're descending into a place that isn't meant for a creature of flesh and blood. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favour. Her cruel and playful voice prances up the stairs.
I didn't think you'd come back. We're gonna have a lot of fun, you and I.
Come back.
We'll run down here and just
You really don't remember, do you?
we don't need to play. I'm just gonna kill her. How hard is it to throw a knife? I tried not picking it up and looking in the mirror. It doesn't do anything. I was actually surprised that I was able to look into the mirror with the knife. How hard is it?
It
to
can't be
throw a
that
knife?
hard, but then we'd lose our weapon. We'd have to make it count. Otherwise, she'd be furious and we'd be defenseless.
If a knife is even enough to do anything against something like her in the first place.
It'll be enough.
We gonna face our demons.
Didn't you hear my warning a minute ago? She can't be trusted. Talking won't do you any
Gonna
good.
talk with the fucking
Something tells me she
horrifying
isn't going to be
creature.
very keen on talking anyway.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. As you emerge, you find yourself between two loose rows of white wooden planks suspended in nothingness. A smattering of cobblestones visible against the inky black of the basement mark where the floor should be, forming vague pathways. At what seems to be the end of the room, they diverge in opposite directions, left and right. She could be anywhere, and there's nowhere for us to hide. We're completely exposed.
Are you really not going to comment on how weird this place is?
No, I'm not. Somebody needs to be the voice of reason here, and it certainly isn't you.
Excuse me, I'm being incredibly reasonable. You're the one who's just matter-of-factly describing whatever the hell we're looking at like it's an ordinary basement. We're going to die down here. I don't want to die again.
We gonna die.
Please stop saying that. You're only going to make things worse. Just pick a direction and start moving.
I wouldn't give it too much thought if I were you.
no.
It doesn't really matter, because either way you go, I'm going to find you.
You turn to the right. A faintly outlined path lies before you.
There you are. I told you I was going to find you.
I thought that was gonna be a lot worse. But
As the princess
Is-
approaches,
okay.
your legs suddenly go numb.
Excuse me, it's not that bad.
Your arms quickly follow. This is it, isn't it?
And you brought your little knife with you again. Cute.
There has to be a way out of this thing.
What did you do? Pull yourself together. She isn't supposed to be like this.
Yeah, the narrator's real fucking
Just
scared
wonder how many
too.
times I'll get to play with you before you break.
as your blood begins to coagulate. It's as if every part of your being is coming to a lurching halt.
Uh-huh.
Lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver,
Is he gonna keep reading it?
lungs,
Press
liver,
again, fuck.
nerves. Your lungs pull in a desperate gulp of air as your eyes shoot back open. Nerves, what are you doing?
I'm working. Do you want this body to function, or do you want...
And then experience stops once more as your body reapproaches death. Okay, whatever you were doing, please just start doing it again.
Are you sure about that? Are you sure that's what you want, or do you want to interrupt me some more?
You have seconds left.
Yes, I'm sure.
Again, your eyes shoot open as you gasp for breath.
Can't decide what you want to do, can you? Oh well, standing there gasping like a fish is more fun than dead, even if you look ridiculous.
She isn't attacking us. The why doesn't matter. She's already proven her ill intent. Don't lose sight of your mission.
Save it.
Your weapon is still in your hand. Lungs, liver, nerves, heart. 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 Lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver,
Oh.
nerves, heart, lungs,
That's actually a lot of options.
nerves,
I kind of like the way the paranoid voice is just
nerves, heart,
still going.
liver.
Because I don't want to, and even if I did, I don't have
I'm
to.
gonna be honest, it's not actually pretty yeah, like it's a pretty fucking cute.
Look at the way
face.
you're struggling to stay alive. It's taking everything you have to keep your heart pumping right now. And I'm enjoying the show.
Yeah.
Princess
Okay.
leans forward, bringing her masked lips close to your ear.
If I want to see you gone, all I need to do is break your concentration.
Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. She slowly runs her velvet glove across the base of your neck. It feels like static. And then...
Shit, make her stop. Hey, snap out of it.
Okay, deep breath. Deep breath, we're fine. Heart, lungs. You're back. Lungs, liver, nerves, heart.
One moment,
liver,
and then you're gone.
lungs,
Just
nerves,
like
heart,
that.
lungs, liver, nerves,
Ah,
heart,
and
lungs,
there's the fear.
heart. She pulls away. Nerves, heart,
But that wouldn't be very fun, now would it? I've already done that.
nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart.
I tried to leave while you suffocated, but that stupid Kevin wouldn't let me. So I started to drag your body out with me, and then, well, you died before I could get to the door. And then I was here, and now you're here too. I don't think I can live without you, and dead doesn't count. And as much as I love what we have going on, I have bigger plans than tormenting one poor little creature forever. I want to leave.
Lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves.
I am being nice. You're alive, aren't you?
Heart, lungs,
I'm gonna be honest, she's kind of.
And you died of fright as soon as you saw me last time. I didn't think keeping you alive was an option. But it looks like that's not a problem anymore. At least not for me. You seem miserable.
heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver,
Yeah.
nerves, heart, lungs, liver,
I mean,
liver, nerves, heart, lungs, liver.
you want to work together? Can you at least turn off this whole organ shutting down situation? We
I
can talk
am what
about
I
that.
am. It's not my fault that you can't handle being around me.
Oh. What if we work
I'm
together?
glad you're seeing things my way.
Big static thing not helping. Oh. You don't want to talk about that? Yeah. Let's go together.
No!
You come around. Oh, this is going to be so wonderful.
Please don't turn into anything worse.
No, I'm not going to let this happen. Before you can utter another word, your body stops moving, and,
Do you think you can just wrest control away from us? This body's barely functioning as it is. Doesn't the world end if we fail to stop her? Won't letting us die here just make it end faster? Shit.
Wait, we actually backed the narrator into a corner.
with a flick of the princess's wrist, the stairs slide back into place. I can't believe you're making me watch you damn everyone to torment and oblivion.
Go ahead. I'll be right behind you.
I don't like
Nerves, heart, lungs, liver, nerves, heart, lungs. I don't trust having our back to her.
You're not wrong, but maybe you should let me handle the feedback. Just focus on keeping us alive. Right.
Heart, lungs, liver, nerves.
Besides, I get the feeling she's telling the truth. She needs us alive. You place a shaky foot on the first step and begin your ascent from the basement. You can feel the static prickling of the princess on your neck, your limbs buzzing with pins and needles, an uncomfortable and constant reminder that you exist, and that your existence is so very precarious.
You're almost there.
The only thing left between you and the cabin is the now shut door to the basement. It would be a real shame if it were locked behind you.
You piece of shit.
Oh, you snake. There wasn't even a door when we first got here. The door was from last time. I told you we shouldn't trust him.
I know he's messing with us, but you can't lose your cool. We need you right now. Remember?
Yes, I remember. Of course I remember. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. This is so frustrating. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves.
Thank you. And you? You'd really rather us die down here than let her out? Of course I would. As much as I want you to have a happy ending, the fate of the world is a little more important, and you still have a weapon. You can still make this right. Oh, look at that. It's locked. What a relief for the world.
It'll open. You just have to give it a tug.
I gave it a tug.
Pull against the
What?
door. The lock gently clicks open in response to your effort, and the door creaks on its hinges. This isn't right. That's not even the way it's supposed to swing. It's supposed to swing out.
You're not nearly as powerful as you'd have us think, are you?
Anyways, like he said, you're not really in control here, are you? I never said I was. If I was in control here, why would I need you to slay her? I don't know. Secret reasons?
Who are you?
The door is open. What are you dawdling for? It's time for us to go. The world is waiting.
The princess moves past you into the cabin. This is it. This is your
His
final
voice is so
moment to make
quiet
things
now.
right. Kill her. I thought you wanted us to slay her. It's the same thing. Do it. Do it now. Do it now, or everything is over.
Okay, what do we do?
I said, what do we do?
Oh, do you want to hear from me now?
Yes.
Well, I thought you needed me to run the autonomic nervous system.
We do, but This is important. Look, I'll even do it myself. Just tell us who to trust. Brain?
Heart.
Right, heart.
Lungs.
Lungs.
Liver. Nerves.
Okay, thanks. I got it. Heart, lungs, liver, nerves. Arts.
Why do we want the voice of paranoia?
Liver.
You're terrible at this.
I know. I'm doing my best.
Yes, it's very hard to stay focused on running things when other people are talking to you, isn't it?
What are you doing?
Heart.
Finally, I can talk. Now, what are you asking me? Running everything kind of feels like popping in and out of consciousness. It's easy to lose track of things.
Liver. Nerves.
They were asking you for your blessing to trust me. Oh, that's right, yeah.
Fuck this guy.
Trust him.
Heart.
Really? So you'd have them trust her?
Absolutely.
Oh, of course not. Can't trust anybody here but ourselves, but I guess that leaves us back where we started, doesn't it?
Nerves.
I suppose if I had to make a choice, I'd pick the one that doesn't make our organs shut down. Thank you for your gracious show of support. But that's a marginal preference. We'll have to deal with him later. I'd just rather deal with him while our organs are intact.
Liver.
Do the fucking voice of the hero, just like, yo, yeah, the heart.
Nerves.
Whatever. You heard what he had to say. So whether you trust me or not, killing her is still the best, nay, the only option you have worth taking. Alright, I'm done.
Finally, that was awful. I really don't know how you do it.
You've been standing there staring blankly for a while now. And I have to say my patience is running a little thin. Open the door.
Oh god. Part of me wants to leave the cabin with this nightmare. And it's more tempting because I fucking hate the narrator. But also, I feel like killing the nightmare now is better. If it actually does something.
Your will concentrates into a single fine point, and you strike out against the princess, ignoring the constant reminders of your breaking body. She doesn't even move as the blade sinks into her heart.
Uh-oh.
We did it. We actually did it.
You actually went for it. Oh, you're going to regret this. I could be so much more terrible for you than I am now.
Can she? We've already seen how she can change. In the final moments, the princess lunges forward, tackling you. You both plunge into the empty living fall. You rip your blade from her chest, tightly clutching it in your hands.
Have fun falling forever. I'll see you when you finally decide to die.
She tears herself away from you and tumbles away into the darkness. You are alone, and you are falling.
Bro.
But you saved the world. You should be proud of yourself for seeing this through. Oh. I can stop now, can't I? I can. Finally.
Are we really gonna fall forever? Can't you narrate us some stairs out of it?
But she was the one who controlled this place, wasn't she? Now she's dead. I don't like to think what that means for us.
It means you're falling.
Forever.
No. Oh, no. Oh no, I hate this.
You continue to fall.
Forever's gonna end. Eventually, right? No, it won't. That's the whole point of forever. It doesn't.
I feel sick. It doesn't have to be forever.
What do you mean?
We still have a way out.
Are you suggesting we kill ourselves? Won't we be dead?
That's a terrible idea. You've already saved the entire... Because right now... You're right. Wait, but But if we've already saved the world,
I just do. I value life.
why?
What do you mean, why? I think it's perfectly reasonable to value life.
Exactly. I don't have to answer that.
I'm stuck here with you. I wish I weren't.
Feelings mutual.
At least we're all being honest.
This is gonna be something stupid where I drop it and it's like, oh yeah, we're falling at the same velocity.
Oh no, what are you doing? Loosen your grip. The blade tumbles through your open finger.
Well,
Unlike you, I'm not capable of being lonely. Oh, sure you are. Give it some time without me. Sure you Again? That's unfortunate. You were only supposed to be here once.
oh, are we gonna get answers now?
I don't like the way you said that. You knew this was a possibility.
Of course I did. Though I rather hoped I was the first one. You bastard, how much plenty? But it's all in your best interest. She's dead and we're falling forever. How could telling us your secrets possibly just can? Look, this world is saved, but if you start
happening to my
over,
camera?
for all you know, you're just putting another world in danger. You barely
What the
managed
fuck
to
just
land a
happened to my
killing blow here. What if you don't manage it next time?
Nah, turn it off. Nah, dude, I don't want to see that. I don't know what the fuck was happening. Nah, dude.
I've already said too much. Really. You won't get another word out of me on the subject. No. Still no. You're not going to wear me down.
Oh, we should ask him one more time. He's on the...
I'm not.
Either way, at least needling him is some...
The narrator ignores you. You can't just describe yourself. He can. The narrator continues.
Oh, I couldn't just fucking keep asking, bro. That's...
That's a grim thought. But I suppose you're right. You
really shouldn't have gotten rid of the blade.
Well, now, if we're going to be stuck here until we...
Oh, you could do a lot better.
Exactly. We'll be fine here. You wait. Then you wait for a little while longer. But eventually the thirst sets in. And the hunger. The only things you know for certain are that it's long. And that it hurts.
We really shouldn't have tossed the blade.
No. You really shouldn't have. But biology and time are immutable forces. Don't muck it up next time. The princess may be slain.
You're on a path in the woods. Shit. This really doesn't end, does it?
It doesn't matter if we kill her. We've tried doing it our way, and we've tried doing it his way. I think the only way left is hers. Are you suggesting we let her out? And why shouldn't we? It's obvious she's the one with the real power here. We might as well Okay.
Terrifying new overlord.
We've already been here. More than once, even. Great. So you
Camera's
probably
still
already
fucking
know all
doing the
about her,
thing.
and all about the threat she poses to the
Oh
world.
god, it is. What the fuck is happening? I hate that. Bro, the webcam started fucking glitching and it was terrifying.
I literally got up for chips. I came back and the webcam was gone. I'm like, what the fuck did I miss?
Then
Like,
let
I
me
was gone for
remind you
2
how
minutes.
catastrophic it would be if you helped her leave in any way.
It started
If she gets
glitching
out,
out, so I
the
turned it
world
off because it
ends
was
and
scaring the shit out of
everyone
me
ends
every
with
time I
it,
looked over.
yourself included.
Just Monica, dude. What do you mean?
See, it's that last part I'm not so sure about. We've ended twice now. We even ended her once, but it didn't matter, because it still threw us right back into these woods. This place feels a bit different though, doesn't it? I don't even know what I'd call it, but it's definitely not the same path in the woods anymore. That's all the more reason to take this seriously. If the path isn't the same, it means that her influence is spreading, and the world has already started to end. Her influence? I really shouldn't have said that. It'll make your task more difficult. But now it's out, you could always take that information as a well then, if the world's rushing to an end, that's all the more reason for us to rush over to the cabin and make ourselves
It's all about making a good
It's all about
impression.
making a good impression. If we're
Yeah.
useful, there's a place for us. Suspiciously quick. If I had to make a wager, I'd say yes and no. And what does that mean? I haven't met you, but you've clearly met me. It sounds to me like you're hopping between parallel realities,
Oh no,
in
we
which
get some
case
story.
the me you just met here is the same collection of experiences as the me you met at all of those other beginnings, but their continuity breaks the moment you say or do anything, in effect making them all separate. So, yes, I'm the same me, but ever since the moment we started talking, I'm different. All the more reason to side with her, really. It takes a bullshit artist to recognize a bullshit artist, and I'm one of the best in the business. So trust me when I say, he's full of it. They've clearly all been through some harrowing experiences. Don't let their baggage influence your decisions. You have the ability to see things clearly. I suggest you use it. You're making a dizzying amount of assumptions. Your perceived reality looping twice before does not mean it will continue to do so forever. Those little voices have already drawn attention to the fact that even the path is different. The world itself is at a tipping point. Know that there is always a choice. Even if you were stuck in an infinite loop, there's no reason to assume that the mere nature of the infinite would force you to make any specific choice. You do have free will, as much as things would be easier if you didn't, and you can just keep making the correct choice forever, never deviating. Do you see how little authority he has? He's practically just begging us at this point. She at least takes what she wants. She's inspiration, really. Everyone is manipulating us, but we're starting to see the threads now. We just have to avoid getting tangled up in them. Then she finds a way out on her own. So it sounds to me like she's getting out no matter what we do. And I say, aligning ourselves with somebody like her is... No, it's strictly worse. And why is that? Because it's cowardly, for starters. And because the unknown is always worse than the known. But really, all you're doing right now is weighing two considerably bad options. The only solution worth considering is slaying her. And whatever delusion is holding you back from doing that is just that. A delusion. If you already managed to end her in some other world, the only reason you'd be here is that you somehow managed to do it wrong. You continue down the path towards the cabin.
Yeah.
It isn't long before you're steps away from your destination. I don't think you need any words of warning. I think you know what's in... Of course we do. We've been over it. Find the one in charge,
and make sure she knows how helpful we are. I don't like any of our options here. It feels like we're being driven down the tracks to some awful inevitability. There must be something we're missing, something that would make everything make sense. Maybe letting her out really is the answer.
Whatever. You don't want to listen to me? Do it then. Let her out. There's obviously no point in trying to reason with you right now, especially with all these clowns offering up their useless advice. Honestly, it seems like the more I try and talk sense into you, the more single-minded they get about letting her out. So yes, I'm done trying to argue.
I wouldn't trust that if I were the one making decisions.
Take it however you will. The interior of the cabin is long and dark, a single narrow hallway stretching far into the distance. Curtains billow out from tall windows on either side, obscuring the path forward, fluttering helplessly as opposing gusts of wind rush into the building, clashing and joining and driving everything forward. The only furniture of note is... that's strange.
Yeah.
What's strange? Is it the mirror? The mirror? No, there isn't a mirror. What's strange is that there isn't much of anything in here at all, aside from the curtains. There's supposed to be a pristine blade. Why isn't there a pristine blade?
Of course there isn't a mirror. There wasn't one last time either, so why would it be there this time?
Let's be mindful of our position, boys. Without the knife, we lose part of our bargaining power. We should follow and beg for mercy as soon as we see it.
Fucking opportunist
I'm
voice.
sure we have too much self-respect to do something so worm-like, right? We can always at least pretend to have a conversation as equals. We did kill her last time. Yeah, but she sort of let us do that, didn't she? And again, we don't have a blade. And look at the bright side, at least everybody knows exactly where worms stand in the pecking order. At the bottom, which is the most important part if you think about it, because it gives everybody
God.
something to stand on. The bed, she'll understand the value of that. If you're asking what's at the end of the hallway, it's...
Are you saying there isn't a door? Are you saying that at the end of the hallway there's just an opening again?
No, I didn't say door, because there isn't a door, it's just an opening.
It's just like last time, isn't it? Only instead of a visible empty void, there's an invisible one. For all we know, she could be standing right there behind the mirror.
Let me assure you that there's nothing there. Nothing is going to jump out at you, and certainly not the princess. Oh, stop being such cowards, all of you. We know. You slowly make your way towards the gaping maw that awaits you. Your fraying nerves buzz with trepidation, the chill wind raising your hackles as it gently pushes you forward towards the darkness at the end of the hallway. You can't shake the feeling that you're being watched.
Oh, do we? Do we feel like we're being watched? I hadn't noticed. At least you're admitting to it now.
Oh.
Who says being watched is a bad thing? If we haven't done anything wrong, we don't have anything to worry about. I'm sure she knows we're on her side.
You know, we totally killed her
You
last
stop
time.
as you reach the end of the hallway, I presume in front of whatever mirror isn't actually there.
I hate that I know what's
Oh my god.
so much worse.
You reach your arm forward into the pitch black of the opening.
Well, that was a close one.
Yeah, you son of a bitch.
Into the void. I'm glad I made a lasting impression.
Shit. Where is she? You feel something long and frigid coil around your ankle. Your heart skips a beat, standing in muted shock for one long bones snap. Icy pain radiates up from the break, the deep cold flooding your veins as your legs, numb with the shock of it, collapse. And you collapse with them. You're met with the terrifying visage of the princess.
Hey, she
Her
kinda
hand
looks like
grips your
me.
leg in a steel vice, her grin carved jagged from ear to ear, crowded with far too many long and crooked teeth.
Please stop
You
moving.
killed me last time.
Please
And that was
stop
after you tried to
moving.
lock me away forever. I was so close to freedom. But then you took my body away from me.
Yeah.
So now,
Please
I'm
let
going to
me.
take yours, and I'm going to walk it out of here. And you get to watch me do it. Completely helpless. Just like you left me.
Great, we're all on the same page then.
Oh my god, the fucking
Important
voice.
part now is that we let her know that we're completely on
I
board
don't know
with
if
this.
I'm on board
Are
with
we?
this, bro.
She clearly hates us. I'm not sure letting her in is a good idea. Not like this.
Oh, don't have second thoughts. This has to happen. It's clearly the only
You're
way
fine.
we save our skin and get out of here. Ignore him. Have those second thoughts. Have them now.
You kill me, I kill you. Water under the breach.
Oh, you mean like last time? Oh,
Yeah.
we're past the point of compromise.
Like last time.
I'm taking your body.
Look, we're even.
I think you forgot something. Like the part where all this started when you left me to languish in a pit all by myself. Now I've become something so much worse. And it's all thanks to you. If I were you, I would just want to get it over with. You lost your chance to call the shots. There's no going back to fix it now. You can either look on in horror or celebrate my freedom. But either way, you're about to become a passenger. Enough talking. We'll have plenty of time for chit-chat once this place is clear behind us.
You remain pinned to the floor of the long hallway as the rest of the princess's body emerges. Her proportions all wrong, limbs bent and curling, moving in ways that defy your understanding. Her torso stretches until her face is practically touching
How does she
yours,
still have
her neck
breasts?
cracking audibly as she twists to look at you from a fresh angle.
What?
Are you sure you can't do anything to help us? Can't you, like, manifest a rock right on top of her head? And crush you along with her? Not that I even
Bruh.
can manifest a rock. Besides, I thought you all wanted to free the princess. Not like this. You don't even have a weapon, so I'm afraid you're out of luck, which unfortunately means that I, and the rest of the world, are out of luck too. Look, she's mad at us. I get
Look,
it.
I mean, it just like
Nothing we
really,
can't clear up after she possesses our body.
just like really disorienting. I'll iron things out.
Oh, will you now? With her like that? Good luck with that. Doesn't seem like she's too keen on forgiveness.
Okay, deep breath. This is fine. This is fine.
Is it? Is there any conceivable way that this is fine?
Yeah, I'm right. This is fine. It's better than last time. At least our
Yeah.
organs aren't failing. At least I can actually talk.
Your vision fades as she tears open the membrane of your soul. You're awake. Eyes once again fixed on the long hallway, your vision swimming as the princess's command reverberates inside your skull. Her voice is all-encompassing. You feel wrong. So cramped in here, like there's some sort of growth trying to push us all out. I know. You rise to your feet, though the pain in your ankle is blinding. Your body slumps against the wall, desperately leaning into it for support. The two of you are being incredibly rude. Hi, hello, welcome.
I
live
get.
here, along with him and him.
I'm actually. This is me.
Well, I've never
by the
been
way.
clear on whether or not he lives here.
This is what I sound like in when I do haunted houses. This is literally exactly what I do.
I don't think this is helping. We should try to keep a low profile.
Yes, that is right. This isn't helping you. It's too late for anything to help you.
I just want to tell you how great a job you're
This is
doing. You're a real
exactly what I
go-getter,
do in a
really
haunted
just
house.
seizing destiny by the throat and making it yours. It's the kind of gumption a guy can really admire.
You stabbed me in the back.
That was then. This is now. I'm a big fan of winners, and you're the biggest winner around.
Do you think it's very nice to me now that I will forget what you've done to me?
I'll have you know that as soon as we wound up back in the woods on this go around, I suggested that we free you. I'm on your side. At the end of the day, I just want a job. I figure if he's right and you're going to end the world, there's got to be something else coming after all that. And I want to make sure I have a place helping you run it.
I think you should stop talking.
Look, all I'm saying is that whatever comes after is going to be a hefty management task. You don't want to do it alone. We are the only people you know. Possibly the only people left alive.
He's
once
got
you've
a
done
point.
Whatever it is you're going to do. So you'll have to hire us.
We're going to die. No, we're going to do something worse than dying. She's going to torture us out of existence, and it's all going to be your fault. We don't have to let her out. I've been storing up a little bit of will since she forced her way in here. Take it and throw us all into the basement. It's better than giving her what she wants.
Your body, still slumped against the wall, trapped between the princess's overwhelming will and the blinding pain of your splintered ankle, takes an excruciating step towards the cabin door. The movement is stiff, your body reduced to a marionette, pulled reluctantly along by your strings. In a single moment of overwhelming willpower, you tear your body from the wall and hurl it towards the gaping abyss. Capillaries burst and muscle fibers tear as you and the princess struggle over the reins of your body. One foot planted firmly on the edge where the floor ends, and the nothing begins. It's unquestionable that her reserves are greater than yours, but fortunately for you, the distance you have to cover is far shorter. Now this is just embarrassing. I would have made sure all of you had cushy jobs on the other side of this, but you're going to make it impossible to patch things up.
I will devour you.
It's now or never, no doubt. Just make it happen.
You throw everything you have
The
against her and
Exorcist
manage
Part
for 1
3.
brief moment to overpower the princess's hold on your body. But that moment was all you needed. Your foot slips a few inches, and you collapse forward, the darkness swallowing you whole.
Why do you hate me?
Her thought slips through you, unheeded, as you fall, and fall, and fall. I thought we already fell forever.
Yes, but now we're falling with her. She doesn't get an easy way out this time, just like we didn't get an easy way out last time.
I don't think this qualifies as saving the world, but at least you didn't ruin it.
What happens now?
I will take a loss for the scary path. Take that.
I want to know what he thinks happens now.
We take her to the fucking entity. It'll know that if you become scary, we all lose. Yeah. Yeah. Alright, this is good.
What do you know that you're not telling us?
What's happening?
Okay. That was the
She's gone.
last one.
And there's that. This doesn't. It's calling us.
They think it's bad.
Nothing.
I think you know what I mean.
I almost don't want to fucking ask questions because I fucking hate Daenerys. This guy. This guy is an ass.
The narrator. Yes. I suppose that's my job, isn't it? You needed help after all. An objective voice to guide your blade. But you were never supposed to see me. I wonder how many worlds you've damned to extinction to fall this far. I'm aware, and if I were you, I'd be more precious about your time. No, I'm not a part of you. But that's all a matter of perspective, isn't it? From one vantage point, I must seem wholly foreign, but from another, well, all the versions of me that have existed have collectively heard your every thought and driven your every action. If that isn't being part of you, then what is? I am an echo, likely one of many. Somebody made you after all, and I'm what's left of him. Not that I'm the only one who can make that claim. I'm sure you've met many others like me. You're the long quiet, the god I made to rid the world of death. She is the shifting mound, the ebb and flow, the capacity to change. She is transformation, or most of it. Her nature is why I had to die. She becomes that which others perceive her to be. But an echo can't perceive things, not in the way that people can. So I tucked a part of myself into the folds of this construct to guide you. This isn't the end just yet. You can still destroy her and save everyone. You were made to do this single task, and you will still have a chance to fulfill your purpose once I'm gone. killed myself. It had to be done, really. None of this would have worked if I was still alive. Nobody living could know about her. The inevitability of death is torture. I would gladly put two infinite beings through what you've been through to spare infinite lives from oblivion. Nobody alive has done anything to you. I'm all gone. And if you and the princess want to smite the rest of them for the crimes of a dead man, if you really want to be that petty, there isn't much I can do to stop you. Of course there could be worse. I saw a glimpse of a better world, and I did what I could to make it real. Anything is better than oblivion. In the end, nobody wants to leave. Well, there's no reasoning with a god, even one you've woven into existence yourself. I've said my piece, and my time is up. It's like I said, I'm just an echo, and echoes always fade away.
I can finally see you, and you can finally see me. It's been so long, and my heart has ached for this moment. I've missed you dearly. Every word you spoke found its way to me. I know him. Names are their attempts to capture that which cannot be captured. They call me the shifting.
Motherfucker, I keep breaking.
Ever the passive player, always reacting and never acting. But it's woven into your nature, isn't it? When the echo spun us from one into two, he gave you a choice and me a role to play. I am not death, but I contain it in my multitudes. So, will you attempt to destroy me and bring about a world devoid of death and the possibility of meaning? Or will you open the final doors to our liberation? If you're saying that, it's because you don't yet understand. But we cannot use words alone to grasp at things that words cannot express. And you cannot rationalize with logic that which defies it. Violence and passion are dances that both of us know well. If this is what it takes to enlighten you, then so be it.
No.
Flesh is a vehicle, and to destroy the flesh is to strand the spirit. With violence you stranded me, and with violence I sought to twist your flesh back into mine. What force between choosing your death and forfeiting your body? You chose agency. But agency requires action, and action requires endless tapestry of events. In your final moments would you remove action itself from reality?
But violence has defined the thread of everything between us. Do not deny what we are, and do not color our conflict with fear. To question everything is to deny the proof of reality that lies in front of you. By believing in your suffering, you make your suffering real. In believing in your limitations, you placed a shackle on your neck. But even then, you remembered the impermanence of the material and watched as the walls of your prison decayed into nothing. To be impermanent is not to end, but to change. And for the world to be impermanent is to make finite the suffering of all things. Would you strip that gift away and leave them all to suffer in their permanence? Or, in time, would they see it as a curse?
It's actually so fucking
You are weightless, suspended in the gravity of an idea that threatens to consume you. And you are alone. A tiny island caught between the death of the old world and the birth of the new. But alone is not helpless. When you were confronted with my vessel's apotheosis, you chose against all odds to defy me, to hold on to your inner self with all its flaws, even in the scorching light of my divinity. Without me, there are no externalities to resist, and it is struggle that carves meaning into consciousness.
I miss when that was you.
And you shed your doubts to rise against me. It was only together that we were able to create something beautiful. Your lover tried to stake into your body, and another, and another, and another. Do I miss your heart because I can't stand to see it go? But the stakes meant nothing to you. You had a desire, and you set that desire free. You lifting me and me lifting you. Forever and ever and ever. Consumed by true belief, there was nothing that could hold us back. Then there's no need for you to fight what we are. Whenever you're ready, we can leave. If you need more time to open your eyes, then I will give you all the time in the world.
A boundless torrent of blades cut you from boundless angles. You are a body. You are gory ribbons. You are a body again. And you feel all of it. On and on it goes until your bodies are not your thoughts, are not you. Alive, dead, alive, dead, alive, dead, then alive and dead and alive and dead all at once. You learned to put yourself away and to follow the flow of reality. And you used it to humble me, to show me how far I was from what I needed to be. You died countless steely deaths, and you lived countless short lives, and yet it is all so far behind you. Unjust impossibilities pushed you to become something you would never have been without them. And it was a joy for me to finally face my end. Even when I thought I had reached an unconquerable peak, you showed me how much further I could still climb. Are you starting to see?
Did I lose?
Nothing is immutable. Everything that is exists only in relation to everything it isn't.
I actually don't even fucking
There
understand
is no
what's
constant.
happening here.
There is no center. Open your eyes and accept what we are. We can leave this prison together. What I offer you is not perspective. It is truth.
Whatever you're trying to do right now, you don't have to do it alone. All of them? I assume in the same way that you're all of you. They're still where you left them, stuck in the folds of this place. Part of me is with them, just like part of me is with you right now. There's still a piece of me nestled close to where it all began. I can take you there. I can take you to her heart.
It's time to resume our dance.
She's relentless, isn't she? Let's make this quick. Are you ready? Then let's go. And here we are. I'd say we were back where it all started, but I guess it's a little after that, isn't it? Do you need me to describe things?
It's just us. I think the rest of them are still out there, jumbled up in the rest of her.
No blade it is. I'm not sure what we'll be able to do without it, but your judgment has gotten us this far. The stairs. Do you remember the first time we were here? The first time we heard her voice?
Have you figured out what you want to do yet, or are you going to keep trying to find a center that doesn't exist?
It sounded just like that. A little sharp, a little menacing. Only she didn't know us.
Bitch, you don't know me if you don't think I won't find a sinner.
And down we go. We shouldn't keep her waiting.
And there you are. Hands empty. So you don't feel like recreating our first meeting detail for detail. I wonder what else will be different. Maybe there's still room for us to chat before the final curtain call. What do you say? No. I feel like I'm myself again. Honestly, me neither. Do you know where this cabin is? Because I don't. I don't even know what's supposed to be outside other than us. What would even happen if we leave? What would that even mean? You know what? Yeah, I want that too.
I think I'm gonna stay right here. Whatever you're doing right now, wherever you're going, it feels like it's for just the two of you. Yeah, I'm not sure I'll be alone for too long anyways. The others are still around here somewhere. I'll find them.
Did I fuck that up? Hold on. I think I fucked that up. Oh
This
god.
is it. I have no idea what it's gonna be like out there.
Oh god, please don't be something fucking
Not that I'm
horrible
scared or
right at the end.
It's exciting, really.
Oh no.
And if it's bad, then it won't be bad. Not with you. Of course I am. Are you?
Okay, we fucking swerved anything more horrible happening. I think.